How's it going, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Chris FM, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking all of the Spider-Man movies from best to worst, or from worst to best. This is my personal ranking. You guys may have your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite Spider-Man movie is and what your least favorite Spider-Man movie is. I do have a travel vlog from my trip to Cancun coming out very soon. I am still in the process of editing it and all that good shit there. For today's video, I thought it'd be pretty fun to just sit down and rank all the Spider-Man movies, since No Way Home comes out this Friday, currently whenever I am filming this video. I do plan on seeing the new Spider-Man movie Friday as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this ranking with the worst Spider-Man movie, in my opinion, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Alright, look, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's not a good movie, man. Jamie Foxx wasted potential as Electro. Jamie Foxx is an excellent actor, and they just wasted him in this role. They made him a shy, dorky, Spider-Man obsessed guy.
You're no Spider-Man. He's a Leo. You're a Sagittarius. You will Spectrum again. I'm gonna rip your well-groomed head off.
Which is fucking stupid. And his reason for becoming a villain is fucking stupid too. Hey, guess what? Spider-Man stole the attention from me. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I know most people say that the best part about these movies are Andrew and Emma's chemistry. Which is true. They do have some good chemistry in this movie. Most likely because during filming they were actually together as a couple. That's probably why they had good chemistry on set and all that. That part's good of the movie. Best part of the movie. But for me, the best part of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is when Peter helps a little kid from bullies. That is what Spider-Man is about. He's always looking out for the little people and is being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So, in my opinion, that's the most Spider-Man thing he's done in the whole Amazing Spider-Man movie duology.
You made this? No way. This is amazing. It's good as new, right? I'll walk you home. What's your name?
Warning.
Was that scene right there, which I really enjoyed that scene. Other than that, this movie's complete shit. Dane DeHaan? What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. This movie just had a bunch of bad decisions made in it. I don't know. I'm gonna give it 1 star out of 5. That's my ranking. That's my rating. And it's at the bottom of the list. The next one is The Amazing Spider-Man, the first movie of the Amazing Spider-Man duology.
No, don't.
Now, this movie right here has its problems and everything like that, like every movie. Positives for this movie, like I said, Gwen and Peter's relationship, peak, you know, it's the best thing in the movie. The suit's pretty cool, I think. Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben is actually pretty good, I think. The way that Uncle Ben dies in this movie is fucking stupid too. The guy that's running towards him drops his gun, and Uncle Ben's reaction is to be like, oh shit, let me grab it. No wonder you got fucking shot. The stuff with Peter's parents makes no sense at all to me either. We don't need to see them. They don't fucking matter. I hate that Peter's whole reason of becoming Spider-Man is revenge. I think that part's fucking stupid.
Oof. This could have gotten a lot worse.
He's a menace to the entire city.
The villain's plan, I think, personally, is really stupid. He really didn't... He wasn't evil like most of the other Spider-Man characters. It's just that the stuff that he injected himself with made him evil and made him into a giant lizard so he could regrow his arm, right? Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. The part that gets me is he wants to turn in the entire New York City into lizards. What's the point? What's the point of that? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. Also, another positive about this movie is the shot where Dr. Connors does the hand thing next to the window, and you can see 2 arms there. That's a beautiful shot. I love that shot. It was just a random beautiful shot in the middle of this movie. I don't know. The visual effects are good. I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say about this one. 2.5 stars out of 5. That's my whole thing about that one. The next one is Spider-Man 3.
Protected you in high school, now I'm gonna kick your little ass.
Spider-Man 3 is a really decent movie. I enjoy this movie. I really do. Bully Maguire, peak cinema.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
The quips are fucking funny. I know, like, the many lines that he says in the movies are freaking hilarious. I think this movie gets too much hate because it's not bad, but it's not great. Sam Raimi had a bunch of studio interference with this movie, which is really sad because Sam Raimi made one of the best superhero movies of all time, Spider-Man 2. Studio got in the way and just ruined his whole thing. They were gonna go ahead and do a 4th one, but it didn't go through. Sony decided to reboot it into the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Some of the stuff between Harry and Peter are kind of stupid. The part where fucking Harry goes under the table just because it looks like he disappeared, which was stupid. I don't really have much to say about Spider-Man 3. It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. It's an okay movie. Sandman was a good villain, I think. He really wasn't a villain. He was just a man trying to help out his daughter, and Spider-Man was like, fuck you.
Good riddance.
I know a bunch of people's problem is that this movie has too many villains, and I would have to say that is true. They didn't really set up Venom very well.
It makes me happy.
And I'm going to give Spider-Man 3 3.5 stars out of 5. It's a good movie. If you want longer reviews or more in-depth reviews of these movies, go follow me on Letterboxd, because I do have some more reviews over there on multiple other movies, Spider-Man movies and all that stuff. So go follow me on Letterboxd right here. Alright, the next one is Spider-Man Far From Home, the second movie of the Tom Holland trilogy in the MCU. It has some really good stuff in it. Mysterio is god tier villain for Spider-Man. In this movie, he's a god tier villain. The illusion scene alone is fucking great. The whole CGI thing in there, oh my god, the visuals are so good. I love that scene. That's by far my favorite scene in any Spider-Man movie. Other than that, it's okay. The relationship between MJ and Peter is okay. JB Smoove, I think is fucking hilarious in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think it is?
You know, being a man of science, witches.
I know a lot of people don't like his character, but I think he's funny, talking about witchcraft and all that. That's funny. That's funny to me. I don't know. There's just a bunch pretty good with this movie. Like I said, Mysterio is the best part of the movie. The ending is what I am excited to see where it goes. I think it's great that they brought back J.K. Simmons for J. Jonah Jameson. That's great. He's literally the best person you could have gotten to cast. He is J. Jonah Jameson. J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson. You could not recast him. So I am glad that they brought him back for the role. I know it's leading up to the whole multiverse coming together thing, which I'm excited to see how they do in No Way Home. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say. That one line that Mysterio says to Peter about Tony.
If you were good enough, maybe Tony would still be alive.
Damn, that hits hard. That line hits hard. Peter actually being able to control his spider sense is really cool. I am giving that one 4 stars out of 5. And then the next one may be a little bit controversial. The original Spider-Man movie.
You serious?
I love this movie. I love the Sam Raimi trilogy. This is by far my favorite trilogy of all superhero movies. Willem Dafoe is great as Green Goblin.
You won't. To do what you can't. To remove those in your way.
And then, of course, in this movie, we got the whole Uncle Ben with great power. It's great responsibility, which Peter does learn over the course of this movie and Spider-Man 2, especially Spider-Man 2. He really does learn what that phrase means. Hold up in most scenes. Sam Raimi did a really good job of making a really good superhero movie before blockbuster superhero movies were a thing. And I think that's really great. I really can't put into words how much I love this movie. There are better Spider-Man movies out there, which leads me into Spider-Man Homecoming. I like this steelbook, by the way. Steelbook's
Badass.
This is the first solo Spider-Man movie in the MCU. Tom Holland does a really good job as Peter Parker, I think. But yeah, it's a really good intro to the Spider-Man in the MCU. It's funny.
As you know, we made it out alive, and that's the important thing. I couldn't bear to lose a student on a school trip. Not again.
It's got some really good action in it. The whole scene where Peter Parker screws up on the ferry and Tony shows up and gives him that big old speech. I love that scene. I really do love that scene.
I just wanted to be like you.
And I wanted you to be better.
All that right there is really great to me, and it really makes me love this movie. And at the very end, you see that Peter doesn't need the suit that Tony gave him to save people. He doesn't need the suit that Tony gave him to be Spider-Man. I'm giving this one 4 stars. Also, I just wanted to say that I didn't get to this part earlier, but I wanted to talk about Michael Keaton as Vulture. This was a really, really, really great performance, and I just gotta give it to him, man. This was really great. That whole scene where they're in the car, that scene is really, really tense, and I've really enjoyed that scene as well. Alright, moving on. These are the best Spider-Man movies ever. These two right here are the best Spider-Man movies. They're close, like this close from 1 and 2. They could be interchangeable. Currently, after rewatching, the next one is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Fucking amazing movie. Miles Morales, amazing. Peter Parker, amazing. Gwen, amazing. Nicolas Cage, amazing.
Wherever I go, the wind follows. And the wind, it smells like rain.
This movie is amazing. The animation, mind-blowing. Love the animation. The details in the animation in this movie. The story in this fucking movie is great. And it came from Sony Animation. The same people that made the Emoji Movie made this fucking masterpiece of a movie. I can't tell you how much I love this movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Top tier Spider-Man content. And I am really excited for the new one to come out. Also, the detail in how Miles starts out at the beginning of the movie at 12 frames per second. And the moment he becomes Spider-Man, he is now animated in 24 frames per second. The detail in that is amazing, man. I don't know how much I can talk about this movie like that, bro, but this one, 5 stars out of 5. 5 stars out of 5. I love this movie. The best Spider-Man movie for me. The #1 spot at the moment. Spider-Man 2. I love this fucking movie, dude. Doc Ock is a fucking top tier villain for Spider-Man. The story of how Spider-Man has to choose between the responsibility of being Peter Parker and being Spider-Man, and the struggles to make that decision, really fucking good. Most of this movie, it's just Peter Parker, which I love that. Like, there's not that many scenes with Spider-Man. It's Peter Parker, which I fucking love. The decision that Peter has to make to be Spider-Man after he gets almost everything he wants. He's going to school, he's got a job, he's, trying to get with Mary Jane again. He's doing all this stuff, but in the end, he has to take all that away and, choose to take on the responsibility of being Spider-Man. And that is what being a hero is all about. Making difficult decisions for the greater good. Great power comes great responsibility. And Peter Parker learns what that phrase means in this movie. And that is what I love about it. Sam Raimi, Amazing job. The CGI in this movie has actually aged somewhat pretty well. The performance from Alfred Molina, incredible. Dude, I'm not even kidding. This might be my favorite superhero movie of all time. And it just shows that not every superhero movie needs non-stop action. This shows the man behind the mask, Peter Parker, and his struggles. I honestly don't know what else I can say about this masterpiece of a movie. 5 out of 5 stars. Spider-Man 2. The best Spider-Man movie ever, in my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to smack the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.